Hey Outcasts, this is just a special short video to answer a question from Yog Dudoth. He was asking if I could comment on the situation with paying for mods that's just been introduced by Steam and Bethesda. So, to be honest, I hadn't been following this the situation at all. I had heard, vaguely that Steam was introducing it for their own, Valve's own games, and now, actually, just today, I heard that that Bethesda decided that they're going to do the same thing for Skyrim, and they're going to basically be the first company outside of Valve to give this a try. I just finished watching or listening to Gopher's hour-long rant on the subject and to kind of catch up on what exactly is going on. And, okay, my personal opinion is, and what's going to go on with the PC Outcast channel is, I'm not going to be paying for mods. Now, let me qualify that by just saying that, personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with mod authors wanting to be paid for their work. I mean, who wouldn't want to be able to make things that they love for games that they love and be able to make a living for it at it instead of having to go and work at some job you hate and then using that that extra time only as a as a hobby. I mean, of course I'd love to be able to make videos for you guys for a living. I'm doing it as a hobby because that's not an option right now. It's not like I have millions of subscribers or whatever and can make a living doing this, but I mean, maybe one day that'll be possible. So, I mean, I'm kind of, as a content creator, I'm kind of in the same position as these mod authors. And unfortunately, the mod authors seem to have been just, ripped to pieces, which is really unfortunate because I'm sure many of them were not just, trying to make a fast buck or whatever. Although it'll probably degenerate into that, and you'll have people trying to make a bunch of money off of basically no work at all. But some of these people have spent just ridiculous amounts of hours, hundreds or thousands of hours developing and bug fixing and supporting the mods that they've created for us, and they haven't gotten anything for all that time that they've spent. Now, they did it as an act of love or whatever towards the game that they enjoyed. But, the fact is, if they had a chance to be able to do that for a living, I mean, wouldn't any one of us take that opportunity? All of that said, though, I did say that I'm not going to be paying for mods, and the reason I won't be doing it is that there's really two reasons. One is just the matter of the fact that I'm using a lot of mods, and I'm not making any money off of making very little money off of making the videos that I do. So this channel can't support me paying for all the mods that I'm using for all of the different builds that I'm making videos for. So unless this channel could support those mods, I don't see. I'm not going to pay it all out of my own pocket. I'm already spending my time for free to make the videos, so I'm not going to also pay out of my pocket a bunch, potentially hundreds and hundreds of dollars for many, many mods. I mean, it's all fine and good to say a mod is $1 or $2 or $5, but when you're talking about using 200 or 300 different mods, it's ridiculous. So that's part of the reason. The other reason is that I already have a lot of viewers who play Skyrim on consoles and don't have access to most of these mods anyway. So that already kind of causes a division. You're watching me play a build which you can't play exactly the way I'm playing it because I have mods. Now, if I added on to that also only having paid for mods, well, how many people are there going to be that are well, I'm number one, I'm either not able to use the mods or I'm not able to pay for them. So what's the point of me watching somebody do a build just for the fun of it? I can't ever like replicate that for myself. So I'm thinking it would kind of alienate some of you guys. So that is basically my reasoning for that. I don't know what's going to happen with this whole situation. Honestly, I don't think this is this is the way. Like, if you want to support mod authors, that's great, and you hopefully they would have some kind of way for you to like donate to them through whatever platform, like directly through PayPal or Patreon or whatever. I think Nexus Mods also has a way for you to donate directly to the mod authors. And, you know, the cuts that most of these places take is a fraction of what the game developers and Steam are taking. Like, I mean, if you're buying a mod on Steam to support your favorite mod author, that mod author is getting like nothing. I mean, it's the same old story of artists being ripped off by publishers and distributors and agents and managers and all these people, you know. Everybody takes their cut, and the actual artist doing all the work gets basically nothing. So I don't really like that whole setup there. Hopefully somebody else will come along, maybe with some better system. I've heard vaguely, I didn't really read much about it, but apparently Nexus Mods is introducing some kind of a improved donation system. So, you know, maybe that'll work out, and hopefully the mod authors will, you know, maybe we can support them on Nexus instead of Steam, because the Steam system is just crap anyway. I have never ever used a mod from Steam. I don't install any mods with Steam. I only use mods that are available on Nexus, and yeah, that's not going to change. So if mods that I'm using go pay only, I guess I won't be updating them. And if it's made like I have to pay or stop using them, like, I mean, I'm seeing that as a possibility down the road. Now, we already have game developers like Nintendo. I mean, there's a whole thing going on with Nintendo where they're trying to steal half of the income from people that are making Let's Play videos, or anybody who even mentions their video. Like, if you do a review, they take half of your revenue. So that kind of thing could now happen with mod authors too. Mod authors could start saying, "Hey, you're making a video with my content in it, so I want a cut from that." So we're on a very, very slippery slope with this whole situation. And yeah, to be honest, I would just as soon move on to other games, or just stop making videos altogether if it gets bad enough. So we'll just have to see how things go, and kind of keep an ear to the ground. I don't like to get involved. I'm not really a political type of person. I'm not going to start petitions and argue with people about whether they should be charging for their mods or not. I mean, that's none of my business at all. And like I said, I think it's if mod authors want to create content and be paid for it, that's completely legitimate. I mean, it's like any job or any business. We don't have any rights to say, "Oh, you can't do that. You have to release it for free." No, there should be room for both. Just like there's software that you pay for, and there's software that's open source and completely free. So, you know, I don't know why both things can't coexist, but hopefully something along those lines will become possible. Anyway, that is pretty much my opinion on the situation, so we will see you in the next video, unless, of course, something goes horribly wrong and I can't make videos anymore. Thank you very much for watching. See you later.